Have you ever felt truly alone in the woods, only to realize you weren't? This is a tale of an encounter that chills me to the bone, a night I can never forget. It started as a simple camping trip with a few friends. We chose a remote spot deep in the forest, far from the noise and lights of the city. The first day was perfect. Laughter, stories by the fire, and the scent of roasted marshmallows filling the air. But as the sun dipped below the horizon, a strange heaviness set in, as if the forest itself held its breath. That night, I lay in my tent, the thin fabric separating me from the vast darkness outside. The crackling of the dying fire was the only sound, until it wasn't. A faint rustling came from beyond the clearing. I brushed it off as an animal, maybe a deer or a raccoon, but the noise grew louder, circling the campsite, slow and deliberate. My heart thudded in my chest as I strained to listen. Then, silence. The kind of silence that makes your skin prickle. I held my breath, willing myself to stay calm. But just as I started to think it was over, a low hum broke through the stillness. It wasn't the wind. It was deep, rhythmic, almost like chanting, but in a language I couldn't recognize. My pulse quickened as I peeked out of the tent flap, hoping to catch a glimpse of whatever was out there. What I saw made my blood run cold. Shadows danced at the edge of the firelight, shapes that seemed human but moved unnaturally, bending and twisting as if puppeted by unseen hands. Their movements were synchronized with the eerie chant that now echoed all around me. My friends' tents were motionless. No one else stirred. It was as if I were trapped in a nightmare. A sudden thump jolted me back. Something had pressed against my tent, a dark silhouette mere inches from my face. I froze, afraid to make even the smallest sound. The figure stayed there, unmoving for what felt like an eternity. Then, without warning, it melted away into the shadows. I wanted to wake my friends, to tell them we had to leave, but fear rooted me in place. The chanting resumed, louder and more frenzied. I could feel the vibrations in the ground beneath me, and then, as suddenly as it began, it stopped. The forest was still once more, and the first rays of dawn crept over the horizon. When morning came, the clearing felt different, stripped of the carefree energy we'd felt the day before. My friends noticed it too, though none of us spoke about it. We packed up in silence, eager to leave that place behind. To this day, I don't know who or what I saw that night, but sometimes, in the quiet of the evening, I hear that same hum, faint and distant, as if calling me back to the woods. Remember, the forest has its secrets, and some shadows are more than just tricks of the light.